Hi paddlers, we're a week out from the Sydney Harbour Challenge 2018 and I just had a couple of really important points that we needed to cover with regards to trailer parking at Manly Cove. So for many of you who've attended this event before, you know that it can be quite difficult getting in and out of the Manly area. We've got a lot of canoes that are coming on the Friday, and not only that, Saturday afternoon is going to be really busy at the end of the final race with everyone trying to get all their canoes out at once. So to give you a bit of a rundown, I just wanted to cover a few of the key points to make sure that everyone's on the same page. So to start with, just taking a look at the map here, you can see the eastern esplanade there of Manly Cove at Cabbage Tree Bay. That is where the trailer parks will be. We can only have 2 trailers at a time. Not so much of an issue on the Friday as trailers are coming in, because we can send the drivers up to the top of North Head there to wait until there is an available space. But there will be myself, we'll have another person that will be managing it, and we do have some volunteers, which I'll cover in just a moment. So here are some of the key points that we need to make sure we have the information of and that you are aware of. So all trailer driver details need to be provided to us so that we can be in communication with them either as they're coming into Manly or as they're parked up on the hill. Now, we need to be advised of an approximate time when you expect to arrive. So we'll get that information this week, but also what we would like is a call half an hour out from when you're travelling into Manly. That can give us a bit of an idea, and we can also discuss whether we've got the available space for you to come straight to that eastern esplanade. We do have volunteers helping to unload and stack canoes, but in saying that, we would like you to try and have paddlers there to assist as well. Really, you want to rig your own boats, so not only rigging your boats, paddling them across for stacking on the western side of Manly Cove there. Now, if you're an international crew, look, we'd really appreciate it if you come on down and give us a little bit of a hand where possible, especially for those canoes that you might be using the next day. Now, I highly recommend that you label everything. If you are bringing canoes and they're going to be either used for your own cruise or rented out or hired out to other crews, label everything. I will have a black marker and I will have some tape there. I will label everything that comes off that trailer, but we want to make sure that we've got everything clearly labeled so that we keep all your gear together. Now, the trailer parking will be up on North Head. It's the barracks precinct. However, only AOCRA drivers are permitted to go up there. There is a school, the Headland Montessori School, is right next to where we are parking those trailers. We have certain times on the Friday where we have to be very cautious. We can't really take trailers up there because it is a school, and it's quite dangerous to have to wheel those big trailers in and around the parking area there. So only AOCRA drivers will be permitted. So your driver will come into the eastern esplanade, drop off their trailer, and then we will have our own drivers hook up to take the trailers away. So I just want you to know that there is security up there. The barracks precinct area has its own security, and of course myself and our other helpers, you'll be able to communicate directly with us if you need anything out of those trailers once they are locked up there for the weekend. Now, de-rigging on the Saturday, we all know that this is probably a bit of a hard issue for the region that we're dealing with. So there's a large number of canoes that we need to extract from a very small area straight after that third race, the men's race in the afternoon. Now, of course, different weather conditions can also hamper that, but in saying that, we're obviously not going to be able to get all canoes out of there in a very short period of time because we only have 2 trailer bays. So with that in mind, what we're working on is, with the information that we're getting for those trailers that are coming in, we're going to provide a time slot for your team to have that trailer extracted, and we'll be able to call up the driver of that trailer to advise, hey, we're going to have your trailer down here in about half an hour so that we can start to de-rig and pull the canoes up. So if it means that we give you a time slot that's a little later in the afternoon, not one of the first trailers to be extracted with their canoes off the beach, what that means is that you could go away, get changed, have a feed, and then you'll have a bit of a ballpark on when you need to be ready to get those canoes up onto those trailers, along with our volunteers, of course. But I want to make sure that we have plenty of people so that we can get those canoes off the beach as soon as possible, those trailers away as soon as possible. So we'll have our drivers bring the trailers down, but you will then need to have your driver there ready to tow the trailer away. So some trailers will be leaving Manly and Sydney straight away, either heading back home or to wherever. However, we do have a couple of trailers that will be going back up onto the mountain. Those trailers will be towed by our drivers. Now, I also implore that anyone who's racing in the mixed or the women's races that are earlier in the day, please come back and help your clubs or help those people who have lent you canoes to load and get those trailers out as soon as possible as well. Everyone helping out, we should be able to get this done nice and efficiently. There will be little issues along the way, as there always are, but we'll have managers on the ground to make sure that there's someone to ask questions of. So guys, look, the Sydney Harbour Challenge, as I say, is literally a week away. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. I hope you're excited too. Keep our fingers crossed for some great weather, some great conditions, and some great racing. We've got a lot of international crews coming along, so there's going to be some pretty good competition. I'd like to thank our sponsors, because without sponsors, these events don't get held, and we've got Destination New South Wales on board for 2018. We'll see you all down on the beach, and have a great race.